What's going on, everybody? This is Larry Beacham, and I have the pleasure today to spend some time with one of my good friends here in Tampa, Florida, Mr. Dwight Gilmer, one of the foremost credible small business owners in the area, top producer, one of my favorite guys in all the world. So Dwight and I are going to sit here and just talk a little bit about, what it really means to be a top producer, what it means to stay a top producer, and how to identify whether or not you are doing things to become a top producer. We'll be right back in just a second.
You are moments away from a breakthrough. Turn up the volume and get ready. This is the Champion Builder Web Show. The champ is here. Broadcasting live from Tampa, Florida, featuring the champion builder himself, Larry Beacham. If you want to be a champion in leadership, personal development, or sales, you've come to the right place. Now, here's your host, the one and only Larry Beacham.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, I can't tell you enough about how excited I am to talk to Dwight today. Dwight and I spend a lot of time together. We're in business together. And so, Dwight, I just wanted to take a moment, man. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
To do this short little interview. Now, you've been a recognized top producer in a couple of different things. You have a successful business, a couple of successful enterprises. And, like most people, you have seen the ups, you've seen the downs, but you've also been able to maintain a high level of productivity. Why do you think that is?
Well, Larry, that's a great question. And I think first and foremost, when I first went into business, one of the first things I always wanted to put in front of myself is my end goal. And focusing on my end goal always keeps me really passionate on where I'm going. So every once in a while, when you're in business, you're going to find yourselves in situations where it seems like you're getting off course, or it seems like things aren't going as effectively or as progressing as effectively as you would want to progress. But if I keep focused on my end goal, then I can always, correct my course, make sure that I'm doing the things necessary to make sure that I'm reaching my end result and my end goal. So as long as I'm there and I can make sure that I'm focused on what I'm trying to get done from the end result, it always keeps me pushing. I think a part of that has to do with my will. I think a part of that has to do with my drive. And of course, a lot of it has to do with my passion to be successful.
Absolutely. And I was going to ask you, how much emphasis do you put on your passion as compared to just activity? How important is passion to being a top producer?
Well, I look at passion just like you would put fuel in a car. You can have the best luxury car, the best luxury vehicle there is, but if there's no gasoline in it, it's going to look nice in your driveway.
Right.
Right? But to me, that's what passion is. Passion is that fuel that gets my vehicle moving. So for me, every day I have to focus in on my passion. I have to figure out today, what am I going to do today to make sure that I'm moving forward, that I'm progressing, that I'm doing something that I enjoy doing, that I'm passionate about. Because without passion, like I said, it's like a vehicle with no gas. And it's going to be very hard to go anywhere.
Right.
I always heard it said you can't steer a parked car. So
right.
You can't put a car in motion without any passion.
Right.
Without any gas. So I believe that passion is an essential quality to make sure that you're going to be successful in anything.
Now, you've been mentored and you've been a mentor to many people.
Yes. How
do you feel mentorship plays into someone's success as well as their attempt or goal to be a top producer?
Well, I'm going to be quite honest with you. A mentor or mentorship is a game changer. It's the lifeline, in my opinion. I don't know anybody that's been successful in anything that doesn't have a mentor that they go to, that allows them, that shows them the path, that helps them get to their next level. So for me, all my business activities changed when I allowed myself to be humbled, submit to somebody that had already walked down the path that I was walking. I heard it said a long time ago, the best way to make it through a minefield is to follow somebody that's already made it through. And unfortunately, so many times in business, people try to go through the minefield blindly by themselves, and they get blown up. So for me, mentorship is the key. I mean, it's the game changer. It's my lifeline. So whenever I find myself in a situation that I may not have been in before, or I find myself in a struggle, being able to reach out to my mentors and be able to contact them and say, okay, how would you deal with this? More times than not, they've said, you mean, how did I deal with this? They had already done and accomplished what I was already trying to get accomplished.
Excellent. Final question. How would you advise a person to go about seeking out a mentor if they have no idea how to find one? How would you recommend they go about doing that?
It's a great question. Well, first and foremost, you got to identify what you want. You got to identify what it is that you're trying to get accomplished. Be focused and diligent about that activity, and then from there, identify somebody in that space. Now, sometimes you can't necessarily walk up to everybody that's going to be successful. So you may have to follow them online. You might have to purchase their materials. You may have to get their audio CDs and be mentored from afar, if you will. But then hopefully at some point there's somebody in your local area or somebody that you can connect to via conference calling or via internet or something like that, that's in that space where you want to go. So at that point, you got to be diligent and be passionate and be focused and be consistent and making sure that you're seeking out the right person for you, because there's a mentor out there for everybody. You just got to understand, first of all, what it is you're trying to get accomplished, and then who's in that space that's accomplishing what you're trying to get done, and then reach out to them. Because contrary to most people's thoughts, most people that are successful want to help other people become successful, but not enough people ask for their help. Now, mentorship's not free. It costs time, it costs sweat, equity, and it costs money. And sometimes people have to get over themselves and identify what they really want, because if they really want what they really want, then those things shouldn't be obstacles.
Excellent. Well said. Well, this has been Dwight Gilmer. I appreciate you again for coming out and taking a little time out of your busy schedule. I want to encourage you now to go to my blog, if you're not already there, and download the free MP3 entitled 30 Things Top Producers All Have in Common. And trust me, it'll bless you. So thanks again, Dwight, for being here. You guys have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Take care and God bless.
Take care.